tranche of the implementation, the Dswd has already served 17,686,842 beneficiaries.
Hi guys, it's me RJ Padron and welcome back to my channel. Ayan mga langga, kung bago ka sa aking channel, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell button dyan para ma-update kayo sa aking mga latest video. Thank you so much.
Kasama po natin ngayon, walang iba po kundi si Budget Secretary Wendell Avisado para bigyan naman po tayo ng briefing doon sa sinumiting national budget para po sa taong 2021. Secretary Wendell Avisado, the floor is yours. Audio, yes.
Thank you very much, Secretary. Nag-unmute lang ako. Magandang tanghali po sa inyong lahat. Gusto ko pong sa lalong maikling paraan ay mapaabot sa inyo ano na po ang kaganapan ngayon dito sa Department of Budget and Management. At gusto ko pong paalam sa inyo una muna yung kasalukuyang estado ng ating budget. Tapos pupunta tayo, sisigway tayo doon sa COVID-19 expenses natin, and then tuloy-tuloy tayo doon sa Bayanihan 2 at saka yung sa ating naisumiting proposed fiscal year 2021 national budget. So dala nga po nung pagsubok na kinakaharap natin sa COVID-19, talagang sobra-sobra po at bihamak na napakahirap ng ating dinadaanan. Subalit sa panig po ng pamahalaan ay patuloy po ang pagbibigyan ng serbisyo sa ating mga kababayan. Yung may hawak po ng slide ko, nasa slide 3 na po tayo. So sa kasalukuyan po, para sa taong kasalukuyan, of the total 2020 national budget, 94% of it has already been released to the various departments and agencies. Despite the current health crisis, nagsisika po tayo na maparating ang mga budget ng ating various departments. Dito nga po sa COVID-19 releases as of August 28, next slide please. Makikita natin na umabot na sa 389.06 billion ang nagagasta ng ating pamahalaan as of 28 August. At ito nga po ay nangyari dahil sa pagkapasa ng Bayanihan to Heal as One Act, and the government was able to shore up resources to fund critical programs, activities, and projects. Ang karamihan po sa COVID-19 budget ay napunta po sa mga programang nagbibigay ng tulong sa ating low-income households, displaced formal and informal workers, distressed overseas Filipino workers, and affected farmers and fisher folks. Ang Department of Social Welfare and Development po ang siyang nakakuha ng pinakamalaking release po natin na umabot sa 211.6 billion. And for the first tranche of the implementation, the Dswd has already served 17,686,842 beneficiaries. While for the second tranche, umabot po ng 13,364,915 beneficiaries ang nakatanggap po ng Saan. Yan naman po mga beneficiaryo under the Dole Camp and Tupad programs, DOF, SSS Small Business Wage Subsidy Program, as well as DOE's Farmer Financial Assistance Program and Expanded Sure Aid and Recovery Project for Farmers and Fisher Folks. Natanggap na po nila lahat ng kanilang mga assistance as of August 26 of this year. Ang Department of Health naman po ay na-release namin ng umabot ng 48.98 billion para po makabayad sila ng hazard pay, special risk allowances of deployed health workers, procurement of PPEs, and purchase of COVID-19 testing kits, among others. Dito naman po sa Bayanihan 2, nakahanda naman po kami to release at least 140 billion more or less to support the Bayanihan Bill 2. Our efforts to fund COVID-19 response programs for the remainder of the year do not stop here. That is why we are thankful to Congress na ipinasa nila yung Bayanihan 2, and it is now with the Office of the President through the Office of the Executive Secretary for review and signature. Ito po yung breakdown ng proposed Bayanihan 2 allocation. Sa health po ay nasa 21 billion at may standby fund na 10 billion, total of 31. Ang cash for work naman ay 18 billion, ang social assistance 6 billion. Ito po yung government financial institution capital infusion of 39.47 billion at may standby fund na 15.53 billion. Sa agriculture naman ay 24 billion, sa transportation 9.5 billion, sa tourism 4.1 billion, education 7.9 billion, TESDA 1 billion, at yung iba pa po ay 9.3 billion. Yung pong isinumitin natin na proposed fiscal year 2021 national budget or national expenditure program ay naisumitin namin last August 26 sa Congress. And next year's budget, proposed budget, is higher by 9.9%. And it will focus on containing the spread and mitigating the effects of the virus while restarting and reviving, re-energizing our economy to help our nation reset, rebound, and recover. By expense item po, for personnel services, abot siya ng 29.2%, capital outlays 20.4%, or in the case of personal services, abot ng 1.316 trillion, sa capital outlays 920.5 billion, yung share ng mga LGUs sa IRA nila 837.8 billion, MOOE 15.5 or 699.4 billion. Ang debt services natin ay 12.4 or 560.2 billion. Support to GOCCs at 3.5% or 157.5 billion, and tax expenditures natin at 0.03% or 14.5% or rather billion. By sector naman po, social services will have 36.9, economic services 29.9, general services 16.1, debt burden at 12.4, and defense at 4.7. As proposed po by budget by region, Luzon will have 17.5% or 790.2 billion, and CR will have 1.487.9 trillion. Visayas will have 8.3% or 374.1 billion. And then Mindanao will have 11.8% or 500.6 billion. Ito po yung top 10 departments, so will have the biggest share of the total budget. Education, which includes DepEd, SUCs, CHED, and TESDA at 754.4 billion. DPWH at 667.3 billion. DILG at 246.1 billion, DND at 209.1 billion, Department of Health at 203.1 billion. Department of Social Welfare and Development at 171.2 billion. Department of Transportation at 142.6 billion. Department of Agriculture at 66.4 billion. The Judiciary at 43.5 billion. And finally, the Department of Labor and Employment at 27.7 billion. So ito po ang preliminary facts and figures na nais namin parating. Gusto po din namin malaman ninyo na mag-uumpisa na po ang pagdinig ng proposed 2021 national budget simula September 7 po, all the way up to the middle of the month at the House of Representatives. At the same time, meron din pong kaakibat na hearing na gagawin ng Senado at doon po malalaman nyo ng kabuuan ang mga detalye po ng nasabing proposed budget natin for the following year. Kaya po muna ang aking may bibigay na updates sa ating mga kaibigan, kasamahan sa media. At kung meron po kayong mga katanungan, sige po,